Good day. This is Teddy Wang 86. It's good to see everyone again. And I had a really good sleep last night. Whenever I have an incredible sleep, I'm usually pretty chill. You know, my hormones are normal, everything's fine, feeling pretty good. And I think sleep is possibly the biggest factor in my quality of life. If I get good quality sleep, it doesn't really matter where I live. And I'll stand by that. What's up, Jacob? Jacob Rojas. Remind me which I believe you were here. I believe you were here yesterday. So I didn't prepare a list of topics today. I'm just gonna go, I guess, off the top of my head and kind of share the things I did and then try to say anything that I can find that relates to that. Can you please do more ChatGPT videos? Sure. Yeah, I've been doing it. I've been doing a little bit here and there. I think I just posted one less than 24 hours ago. So I think you found this live through the YouTube channel. Is that right? Is that how you found this live? Yeah. Which request do you have? Ah, of a country flag. So it trying to create a flag. That's a really good idea. Thank you, Jacob. So ChatGPT, it just had another update. So if you've got it on your phone already, then it's good to check the App Store and see whether or not you can update that. It's my favorite, probably my favorite S tier app right now. But I love a lot of apps. I use a lot of things. So I'm currently in Taiwan, but I was born and raised in Texas. The good old, Lone Star state of Texas. And I been back and forth between Taiwan and Texas since I was born, really. But, you know, if you want to say like what citizenship am I? What nationality I am? I always call myself American first. Always. I think where you're born and where you're raised and uh the ideas you have in your brain really reflect where you're from more than where you physically are. So I'm definitely I think like an American. Yeah, I could speak Taiwanese. Are you Chinese yourself? So Taiwanese sounds like Mandarin, but it actually sounds like a mix between Mandarin and Cantonese. So like Taiwan lang, Gong Tai. It's very like Canto Mandarin style. But there's so many dialects in Chinese, they can't even understand each other because there's so many different kinds of dialects that has such contrast and variety in sound and phonetics. I like, dude, so I can't even understand Cantonese, you know? And I can't understand a bunch of languages. Dialects. I mean, you can't call them separate languages because they're all Chinese, right? But they're so different, you might as well. On YouTube, when I check your region profile, it says you live in the US, but you live in Taiwan. Yes. So the reason why, I'm not sure if I started the account in the US or whether or not I'm linked to a US identity. But it's possibly the latter because you have to, provide some data and information about like who you are and just some background about yourself. And so legally on paper, I'm from the US, so that's possibly why. But I do move back and forth. It has been a while since I've gone back to the US. I am trying to go back as soon as I can because I would love to collaborate with content creators there. I would love to make content at those places. I would like to work with brands from there. Um, I think they're both good. I listen to both of them, but I would say Michael Jackson, I've been listening since I was young. So I remember even in Taiwan, I would, you know, watch old VHS tapes of Michael Jackson and we would watch Thriller, Bad, um, Heal the World. Like, I watched so many of the old Michael Jackson music videos when I was young. Um, and yeah, Oliver Tree, I love his music too. I've been listening to him since I think for 3 years now, and he has really great, like, it's like EDM and singing. So I like them both. Um, are you on YouTube also? Yeah, YouTube is a great place to collab. It's just the best platform, I think, overall, because it's got like horizontal long form, it's got vertical short form. You can post in the community, you can create an extra community on top of the community you have. So there's like Teddy's community, and then there's like the community's community. And the community can just keep posting there. Also, you can have memberships, and when you get YouTube Premium, dude, you also get paid if you make enough on YouTube. So it also pays you back. This is crazy. YouTube Premium pays you back. Also it um and then you could watch YouTube ad free, which is I always get YouTube Premium. I never go a month without YouTube Premium. It's that important to me because I listen to YouTube so much. It used to be I would listen to audiobooks from other places, but ever since YouTube creators got so and so much better, I just listen to YouTube videos and they're really good, like video essays of paranormal stuff. It's just so good. The way that ChatGPT says 2 slices of yellow things are pickles made me laugh. Oh, thank you. Yeah, ChatGPT is awesome, man. I don't know if you use it, but it has gotten so good to the point where like really the only issues are like minor. Maybe every now and then it'll give a little hiccup, but for the most part, if you want to use words and create pictures with that, it's it's good as done. Like it is 99.9% perfect. And I would say a lot of the AIs out there have reached a point where it doesn't really matter if the mistakes are present, are there or not, because how good it's gotten. And so Gemini has gotten really good. Claude, I use Claude a lot. By the way, Gemini, what I love about Gemini is that I can put a video inside Gemini. I can and then Gemini can watch my video in the chat. That's so crazy. So it's the best app for that. It watches my video in the chat, and then it can tell me everything, word for word, what the video said. Like, holy crap. That's incredible. I never thought in a million years, hey, I want you to give me timestamps of the entire video, Gemini. And then Gemini gives it to me. It tells me like every topic of what was said from the beginning to the end of the video, and I just copy and paste that. Or you know what I'm saying? Or even on YouTube, right? If you have the YouTube Gemini symbol under the video, you can also tell it, hey, give me the timestamps for the entire video, and it gives it to you. So I think Gemini, I think every app has its own utility and has its own strength that makes it unique from the rest. And for Gemini, it's definitely this one. And so Gemini is great for watching and analyzing videos. Uh Claude, I think is great for writing the words in order to get the pictures, in order to get the videos. I think Claude is really good for writing the prompts. And also ChatGPT is really good at making the images and editing the images. But they're all really good at a lot of different things, but that is how personally I use it for. But you could use it for your own things, but personally that's just me. But they're all good for many things, not just what I said. It's funny when I say the hell. I can teach you how to say it, man. Gotta like wrinkle your eyebrows together like this. Like, what the hell? The hell? Kind of crack your voice a little bit. the hell? Um, but I love to do the accent. You know, it's like there is a Taiwanese abe inside me. It's like a character, and it's like the middle-aged Taiwan man. You know what I'm saying? What the hell? What are you doing? What do you mean? You ask me to count from A to Z? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, H, H. But I know the accent very well in Taiwan because I've been living here for so long. And also, my family's Taiwanese, so it's like, dude, I know a lot of Taiwanese people. And I kind of combine all of the accents and all of the characterizations together into, you know, Abe, which is kind of like my character. I call him Abe. All right. So there is a Taiwanese character named Bugcat Kapu. I don't know that character. Sounds interesting though. And so I got this character, right? This Abe. I could actually, for the entire conversation, I could actually use that accent and just talk to you. Because I'm so familiar with that mindset. And I'm so familiar with that character, with that personality. I could literally just talk to you, like I can just use the accent and we can do the talking. So today I will be here for maybe 18 more minutes. After 18 minutes, I got to go. I have to go do my stuff. Maybe it's doing coffee. Maybe it's to take my keyboard and do some typing. Maybe it's to ATV video. I like to do the video. Now I'm telling you, every Chinese accent has its own sound. There's the Malaysian Chinese accent, the Singaporean Chinese accent. There's like, the mainland Chinese accent. Like if I was in Beijing or like the mainland China, their accent is different, man. So like in Taiwan, you might say like, "How are you doing?" It's very like gritty, grainy, and really like raw. But if you're in Beijing or you're in China, different part, you might say like, "How are you? How how are you doing? How are you doing?" It's very different, man. They got different accents. Um, and then in Singapore, you might have something like, "How are you doing? How are you? How are you doing? I'm so fine. What do you want? So there's different accents from Taiwan to the mainland to Singapore, and there's variety, I'll tell you, in the Chinese accent. So I'm proud to be yellow, man. I love being Asian. I love like Asian food. And if I could rank Asian food, you know what? I'm not even gonna try because I haven't been to most of the countries anyways. Like I haven't been to Vietnam. I haven't been to I haven't been to Malaysia, Singapore, like Cambodia, Laos. Like I haven't been to all those places. And so I can't really rank them S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, D tier just because, right? Like I don't want to like eat these foods in another country and then judge the foods based on, you know what I'm saying? I've been to Thailand though. That food is fire, bro. All right, so we are going to look at you know what? We're just going to yeah. All right, so we have about 15 minutes left and think about what I have to say. I really I want to say like if you want to eat breakfast, then like you don't have to eat breakfast. It's not something you have to do. It should be something you choose to do. So I would say breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I don't think it matters when you eat. I think people who sell when you should be eating are trying to make you buy something, and I wouldn't trust them. People who say you always have to eat breakfast or you always have to eat dinner, I think that person is kind of scamming you, man. And you should not listen to that person. Anyone who tells you you should be doing this, you should be doing that. I think you should live the way you want to live. But there are differences, and I'll explain. So, um, if I'm running late and you know, I have to go live, which I do every day at 10 p.m. Eastern time, I will make a quick latte. I'll go on Uber Eats, I'll order the ingredients I need. Usually it's, some real Thai coconut milk with some full fat milk. Also, if I happen to have cinnamon, salt, and butter, and dark chocolate blocks, 100% pure dark chocolate, I'll just put them all together in a little shot glass, and then I'll heat it up with some espresso, maybe 2 shots, and then in an espresso machine, and then I'll just drink that. Like that's literally what I'm drinking right now. I just combine it all together. And after I started making my own drinks, for the life of me, I cannot go out and drink coffee anymore because coffee tastes so ass. Like it tastes like shit. And I was so disappointed, the last time I ordered coffee. It's like, what the hell is this? I paid so much money for a cup of coffee. It was like flavored, it was mixed. I could have done a better job, which I did today. I did a better job, much better job with my coffee. So you should buy your own ingredients and just make coffee at home. Then an espresso machine is probably our best investment since forever. You got nutmeg, cinnamon, salt, butter, dark chocolate, coconut milk, and full fat milk. Put them all together. Oh, and espresso. That's the important thing. Put them all together. You can even go to 7-Eleven and just grab a couple of shots of espresso and then take that back to your place and then just mix it with the rest of the ingredients. Like, boy, I can make a better drink. You know what? Outside of my house, for as long as I've lived, I have not made a better drink than I have not had better coffee than what I've made at home. I'm telling you. The coffee I made at home is so much better than the coffee I had outside. And I'm not even joking. Like it's night and day. And I'm gonna stand by that. I'm still thinking, I'm still wondering, where have I had better coffee than the one I've made? Never. And I'm 42 years old, so I'm an old dude. I'm closer to 50 than I am at 30. And a regret of mine is not having been born later. Because I was made to do social media, and if I was born later, then I would have a longer time to do this, but I don't. So every minute I get, every moment, I spend making content or consuming content because it's what I love to do. I love to watch interesting things, I love to learn things, and I love to kind of give my takes and just to have fun. And I think that's a beautiful thing, finding out what you love to do. I found it out a little too late. I was trying different things. I was a 9 to 5er for 15 years from the age of 22 until I was 35. That's 13 years of trying to find myself. Although, albeit before that in college, I was just, I don't want to say effing around because I wasn't. I would say I was lost. Just a a normal lost college student taking a bunch of classes that may or may not have to do with my future. Although there were good classes, I wished I was a different person. Like, I wish my mindset was different. I wish I had the mindset I had now back then So I would be doing social media before social media existed. Like that shit would be dope. But I have to live with what I have to live with. And I feel like I've lost 13 years of my life, but also I gained what, 35 to 42? I gained like 7 years. This is my 7th year of doing content. And I think I made good use of those 7 years. I have 7 million followers across everything. I got 3 brands and I'm still working on the third one, but the first two, are developed to a degree. And the first one is like, I'm just working on it, man. Every day I am thinking about it all the time, even though I'm not doing it. I think I have to, I'm responsible for my own, like how I start my day, how I end my day. Everything that goes on in my head, I have to be responsible for every decision I make because I'm getting older and I don't have much time. We have a new first time chatter, Roro Dude. What's up? What do you want to talk about? I'm just chatting about being a content creator. Do you want to be a content creator? It's not for everybody. I hear that in the US, a lot of people, a lot of young kids want to grow up to be a content creator, but it's not because they want to make brain rot or it's not because they want to be a nuisance creator. But I think it's because they want to do something cool. You mostly want to be a streamer. That's cool. Me too. I want to be a streamer too, but it's like I have to go about it in another way because I have such a small Twitch presence, but I have like 7 million across all of my socials, everywhere else, across my 3 brands. And it's like a pain in the butt because like, you know, uh who I am on stream, this is not who I am in my brands. Or this is actually who I am in my third brand, but I don't believe that what I'm saying now is actually clippable for my first 2 brands, which are bigger than my third brand. So if you think about how hard that is, like having to start from zero on Twitch and then having to ask everyone outside of Twitch to come to Twitch. How do you get famous on YouTube? Because I wanted to be famous on YouTube. So I'm gonna tell you the secret. So, Roro and Jacob, I have 2 million followers on YouTube. I think I just broke like 2,013,000. And I was doing YouTube Shorts before YouTube Shorts was officially called YouTube Shorts. And I was doing a lot of TikTok videos. I was doing like um 1 to 3 videos a day. And if I was working full time, I would make 1 to 3 videos each day where I would make it before I went to work and after I came home from work. Every moment while I was at work, I was thinking about my videos. Okay, I was storyboarding in my head. I was writing the scripts in my brain. And that's what you have to do because like you have to give it your everything. Otherwise, it's going to be your nothing because everyone else who's at the top is giving it their everything. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you're not giving it 100%, someone else will. So I was making videos every day on TikTok. And then I blew up on TikTok in December of 2019. That's like 7 freaking years ago, okay? Um Hundreds of thousands of followers later, I was reposting my stuff on other social media, so I was putting it on YouTube. And back then, there was like requirements you had to do, like you had to tag YouTube or you had to tag YouTube Shorts. I don't even remember. It's been so long. I don't even know what the hashtags were anymore. But there were requirements by YouTube in order for you to get your TikTok video on the YouTube Shorts algorithm. There wasn't even a YouTube Shorts feed yet. Like it was that long ago. So what's the secret? Is you focus on TikTok. That's all you do. Even today, focus on TikTok, make short videos, and start with 6-second videos. And then once you make it, you blow up with 6 seconds, do 8 seconds. Once you blow up with 8 seconds, do 10 seconds, and then 12, and then work your way up. Jacob says, Roro. Oh wait, when I go live, join my stream, but you have to follow me first. After, okay. But look, this is the secret. If you want to blow up using vertical short videos on social media. Now for Twitch, I am still learning how to do Twitch. I'm a student, and so I'm not even like, I'm just a baby. I'm not even a baby. I'm a fetus, right? So right now I'm working on my personality content because Twitch is all personality for the most part, for the type of lives I want to do, right? But that's the secret to growing my YouTube, was to blow up on TikTok and to keep making content with my mind. Like, how can this blow up in TikTok? Like, how can I get a million I have 2 million followers on my first TikTok channel. I have 1.6 million followers on my second TikTok channel. I have 200,000 followers, 220,000 followers on my third TikTok channel, and I have other ones too. So it's like, this is not something I did once either. I did it multiple times. So I'm going to leave in 3 minutes. I'm going to do a hard stop at 10:30. And if you have any questions about like, hey, how to blow up with TikTok, how to blow up on YouTube, put it in the chat and I'll get to it as best as I can. Okay. Jacob says, Roro dude, when I go live, join my stream, but you have to follow me first, and I have an honor roll that I could put you on my honor roll with for me to honor all super chats, gifts, cheer, and kindness. So I'll add you in the name. That's cool. Yeah, connect in the chat. But I would say, like, for Twitch, for me personally, this content type is not clippable for my first channel because it's all bombastic, random, crazy Teddy. Teddy's saying crazy things in a crazy way, doing crazy things. My face, look, every person on social media can be broken down into facial expression, body language, and vocal tones. If you find a way to combine those three things in a different way, in a way that you like, in a way that other people like, so that there is a bleed over, there is a mutual benefit between you and the people who are experiencing you on screen. That's the secret sauce right there. And if you could do that in 6 seconds, you make a million different directions of videos doing 6 seconds in these three things. I think it's going to help you. Roro dude, what's your favorite game? At the moment, my favorite game is 7 Days to Die. So put it in the chat if you know what that is. My favorite game. I also like Pal World. Pal World's pretty fun. I'm thinking about getting back into it and playing it. I tried to play it yesterday a little bit, but it's so hard because I forgot all the controls. I think after you haven't played something for over a year, it just gets hard to play. Your parents used to play 7 Days to Die. It's the best game, I think, because I would say it's a game that you can play forever, but eventually, yeah, I got a little bored because I did everything. And the game's still updating, so when it comes up with another update, I'll see. Do you support China? Because I support every country in the world. Yeah, I support China. It depends on which China, right? Because I'm in the other China. It's called the Republic of China. And then there's also the mainland. The Communist Party of, is that what it's called? The Chinese Communist Party is the other China. And then the Republic of China is this China. And so it's like, it is like a tale as old as time. Two brothers. It's a very complicated situation because they're both Chinese. Like, I'm Chinese. And my ancestors came from Fujian in China. So, like, dude, I'm Chinese. Like, I could even point to you on the map where my ancestors are from. And a lot of people here who are Han Chinese, which is the type of skin color and facial structure of me, the similar type, the phenotype, it's like Han Chinese. That's what we call ourselves, right? Even in Singapore, dude, there's a lot of Han Chinese there, bro. Right? A lot of Han Chinese in Taiwan, a lot of Han Chinese in Malaysia. Like we're everywhere. You know, and so if someone says, hey, you know, I'm Singaporean, well, you have to look, are they Han Chinese? If they are, then they're Chinese, bro. You have to look at someone who's from Malaysia and it's like, yo, yeah, I'm Malaysian. I'm not Chinese. Like, dude, if you're Han Chinese, then you're Chinese. It's just what it is. Like you can call yourself a nationality all you want, but ethnicity doesn't lie. I wish I could live with you in the live stream on Twitch. I think there is a way to do that. I think there's a way to go live on Discord, right? Oh, hey, we're past the time, guys. It's 10:31. Have a good day, Jacob and Roro. Thank you guys so much for coming. I'll be here back. I'll be back here at 10 o'clock p.m. New York City Eastern Standard Time. If you have a question, if you want to blow up on TikTok or YouTube or whatever, bring your questions. Or if you had any other questions or thoughts, late night 3 a.m. thoughts, you wanted to ask it, I'll see you tomorrow, okay? In California? Hey, good question. Let's see. California time right now. I'm going to go on Google and I'm going to get, what do you call that? PST? PST time now. How about that? Let's see that. PST time now. So 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. So in California, I'll see you at 7 o'clock at night. If you're in New York, I'll see you at 10. All right? Jacob, Roro, we'll talk tomorrow. We can talk gaming. I have a lot of Steam games that we can go through and we could talk about. Or if there's a game y'all want me to play tomorrow, then I could definitely try to play it. All right? All right, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.